Talamoana Exiles, I am probably in the air right now on my way to LA to the Exile meet to play Path of Exile 2, and I wanted to share my 5-step plan with all of you to make sure I have the best experience possible, not only for myself, but all of you watching, because it is vital to me that all of you get all you can out of this, because I wouldn't be going to this place, to this event, without all of your support. And I am honestly humbled by all of you, by Grinding Gear Games, and by all the community members that have given me so much support in the past 2 weeks. It has been phenomenal. So let's get right to that 5-part plan to make sure that everything I'm doing there is perfect. Number 1, I am going to try to enjoy myself as much as I can. Everyone in the comments, almost everyone in the comments, has said, Try, you need to make sure that this experience is yours and you're living to your fullest. Enjoy every moment. And I most certainly am going to. I get to go to the hotel. I get to meet other creators. I get to play POE2. I get to have a one-on-one with Jonathan Rogers. I probably get to speak to developers. I get a goodie basket that I'm going to share with all of you on stream. I get to do plenty of other things. And I am going to revel each and every moment. Okay. Part 2, and this is probably what you are all kind of excited for. I have decided which class I am going to play as long as it's available in that demo run that I'm going to get to play. It should be 2-3 hours of raw gameplay. I'm going to play the Druid. I love shapeshifting. I love the Druidic fantasy, and I need to play it. Okay, everyone? Unless something like the Marauder is surprisingly available, I'm going to pick the Druid class, and I am going to go as far as I possibly can with it. And let me know, I'm also going to be testing out something in particular, and that is WASD with melee combat. If you watched yesterday's video, it'll pop up somewhere on screen right now. You will know that that is what I'm going to focus on here, because we've seen ranged combat with WASD and it works very well. But how does it feel with bear form or wolf form or, please Grinding Gear Games, Roa form? That's not confirmed. I wish it would be, but it's not. So that's number 2. I am going to be playing the Druid. But before we get to the next part, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel and hit that sub notification bell so you get all the content directly into your feed when it drops. Thank you so much for your support, fellow Exile. Number 3, lots of you have said, Try, I really want to see all the skill gems that are available. So I am going to make sure whenever I get an uncut gem, I'm flipping through every single one of those screens. I'm hovering over all the tooltips. I'm gathering everything we possibly can so that we can share this information with the full community and see what the balance is like, see what skills are available, what's being ported from POE1 to POE2. Is there a Righteous Fire skill in POE2 right now? Are there other classics like Cyclone or Flicker Strike in its current form? Not the monk form, but its current form. I'm going to find that out for all of you per popular request. And number 4, and this might not matter to a ton of people, but it matters to enough for me. Dialogue. No one has really seen much of the dialogue in Path of Exile 2 thus far, so instead of instantly skipping out of it, I'm going to kindly scroll through every dialogue option that I get so that people who are interested can screen grab it, they can pause, they can read, and they'll get all the juicy lore that they would like before the official launch of Path of Exile 2's closed beta. I'm not sure how much there's going to be, but there's probably going to be some. There's going to be boss text, there's going to be NPC dialogue, there's going to be character dialogue, there's probably going to be environmental objects, and I'm gonna try to snag each and every one of them to make sure those lore enthusiasts out there are satisfied. Okay, and part 5, which is the most exciting part in my eyes. That is essentially the content schedule for the next week or 2 weeks. Because while I'm there, I get to do a few things. The one, I get to play POE2, and I can record all my footage. And it sounds like we'll get to play for 2 or 3 hours, maybe even more, and I get to record all of that. So that means when the embargo lifts on the 21st, I'm not saying the time yet, but when it lifts on the 21st, I'm going to have everything ready to drop. It's not going to be a drip feed or anything. I'm going to be working on Tuesday and Wednesday to make sure Thursday is a big content day for all of you exiles out there. I already have plans to do one raw footage of all of my gameplay with commentary. So that's with the Triceratops talking over the gameplay. You'll hear the sounds, you'll hear the music, the dialogue, and you'll hear me complaining, wowing, probably a lot of wowing during the gameplay, but you'll hear me over that one, and that could be 2-3 hours long. Then we have video number 2 that I'll likely have up, and that is the absolute raw footage of the game. So that would be 2 to 3 hours of extended gameplay footage of the Druid. Just the sounds, just the music, just the combat, just the game itself. No Triceratops or dinosaur roaring over all of it. It's just the game, because I know some people will probably want that, and as long as it's high quality, I'm going to put that out there for you. Number 3, there will be a video on my opinions about Path of Exile 2. It will be raw. It will be truthful. I might not be praising the game as you expect me to. I'm going to give you my hot takes. That means the worst things about POE2, the best things, things that could be improved, things that are just okay, and things that are outright making Path of Exile 2 the game of the year. Because everybody, of course, it's going to be the game of the year. There's no combating that, right? No way. It's going to be the game of the year, right? That's not hopium. I'm not a little hyped. No, not at all. Okay, got it. Got it. We're good. And then in addition to all that, I'm going to be vlogging while there. So I'm going to be meeting up with other creators. I'm going to try to get videos with them. We'll see if that actually happens. I'll at least get photos, most definitely photos, but I'm going to try to get videos. We'll see if that actually runs down. I also have an interview with Jonathan Rogers while I'm there. It's a very short interview. It's not going to be like the 2-hour interview on the 25th of March. Mark it on your calendar, 7:00 p.m. Eastern time. But it's still going to be meaningful. I get to talk to the game director of POE2, and there will probably be other developers there, so I can ask them little questions, get little snippets, and if I do, you know those will find their ways into videos on my channel. And then that brings us essentially to Thursday's live stream, Grinding Gear Games Live, or GGG Live as they are coining it. I will be co-streaming it on my channel on YouTube and on Twitch. So if you would like to join me in the chat, instead of those other giant creators, you are more than welcome to. I am currently pushing toward a sub goal of 100 subs. We're currently at 62. And if we hit that 100 sub goal, then I will stream at least 12 hours of POE2 upon its launch on June 7th. And if we hit 200 subscribers before the POE1 League launch, it's going to happen for POE1 as well. Maybe even we'll extend that to a 24-hour stream for the POE2 launch. We'll have to see how many subs we can actually get on Twitch. We're going up pretty quick. It's kind of shocking to me. I'm floored by the support, so thank you. And yeah, everyone, that is the plan for the next week and a half, 2 weeks of content. I also have some podcasts that I'm doing. But while I'm at this Exile meet, I'm going to try to do my absolute best to get you all the content you deserve and live my best possible exiled life. It's going to be great. I cannot wait to share my experience with all of you. Just need to stay calm. And remember, we are all humans. We are all exiles there. We're all people. As always, thank each and every one of you for your tremendous support. I'm talking to you, patrons, YouTube members, Twitch subscribers. You are all phenomenal. I cannot believe we're at 62 Twitch subs now. That is absolutely wild. And each one of you that is subscribing to my channel in any way, shape, or form, I deeply appreciate it. And you are allowing me to do this more and more and more. My wife is giving me the permission. All right, you know what I'm gonna say. Anyways, that's all for this video. Talamoana, exiles.